Alright. Hello. Hope that's set up okay. My name's Celine, and welcome to my channel. Oh, there it is. Yes, I'm looking for my phone, in case you were wondering what I was doing here. So, my name's Celine, and I edited an anthology of horror stories by women called Not Just a Pretty Face, Women of Horror Volume 1 from Deadlight Publishing. And today I just want to give you a quick review of Hairspray and Switchblades by Castro. And it's a story of May and Magdalena, who are a pair of Mexican-American sisters who have a family secret. They are werecats? Were-jaguars? Shapeshifters? Something like that. And so Maya works as a stripper at night and a waitress during the day. Not that that really comes into it much. Here's the cover if you can see it. Oop. Try that one more time. So the book is called Hairspray and Switchblades by Castro, and it's the story of a woman who has a family secret. She and her sister are shapeshifters of a sort, and the story starts out on her 18th birthday when she gains her powers, and takes up again 10 years later when a lot of things have happened in her life, and she's taking care of her younger sister. She's working 2 jobs, one of which is as a stripper, and the other she is a waitress, so she's very, very busy young woman. And I think it's really, really fun summer read. It's very fast paced. You've got some really strong characters in Maya and some potential in Magdalena. You definitely want to read more about these 2 women and this wonderful band of characters that they've got surrounding them. I think my only criticism of it is that there are a couple of spots where the action feels a little bit rushed, that we're sort of trying to get to the next set piece rather than slowing down and building a little bit of suspense. Like, we spend more time on, boob glitter and hairspray than we do on kidnapping and murder, so I don't know. That would be my only criticism. So it's a lot of fun, and you've got a really strong protagonist and you've got a superb antagonist. And I believe that it's kind of set up for the possibility of expanding the worlds that Castro has created here. So looking forward to reading more. So I just want to read a little bit. And she has just gained her powers, and there's some great description here of what it feels like to be a werecat. Maya panicked. This was it. The bottom of her spine throbbed. The muscles stretched and pulled as if each individual strand was being reconnected to some other bone or ligament. A crack and clap. Chinese poppers hitting the floor surrounded her. The sound of her joints and spine elongating. The pain reminded her of the day of her first period, but the ache was not isolated to her uterus. Every fiber was experiencing an inevitable change, a change it was born to endure. "Mama!" she cried to scream, as she reached a paw and a human hand toward her mother. On the inside she was sobbing. She collapsed to the floor, its coldness now a relief, as she panted from the internal heat, blood rushing in and out of a larger, stronger heart. All she could do was lie squirming alone, allowing it to happen. She kept her eyes closed as she rolled onto her back and then onto her stomach, the sound of her insides breaking and healing, as close as a dentist's drill and just as ear-piercing. It all stopped except her panting, a heartbeat thudding. There was pressure on her shoulder, something wet on her hand. "Look at me." She lifted her head. Through sepia vision, She saw her mother stroking her coat, and Amparo licking her paw. "It is done. It is time to go," her mother said with a reassuring look. As soon as her mother unlocked the shed door, the grandmother sprinted out. Instinct drove Maya to follow suit. Miguel Jr. sat in his car with the back door open. Amparo hopped inside, and Maya did likewise. Grace closed the door behind them. She nodded to Miguel Jr. before he started the engine and reversed into the empty street. Maya's vision was blurry in and out of focus as they drove. Streetlights flashed by like the tails of sparklers on the 4th of July. The noise of the outside world rang between her ears in a mangled din she couldn't understand. She turned to Amparo, curled on the seat with eyes closed, whiskers and ears twitching. Then the car stopped. Amparo's body bolted upright. The form that had to be her father opened the door next to Amparo. Without hesitation, the old woman bounded out with her hind legs. She galloped into the night, kicking pockets of grass and dirt behind her. Maya couldn't believe this was the woman that said, "Aye," after every step she took, with care as to not aggravate her bowed arthritic knees. "Be what you were born to be, mija." The garbled words of her father became clear, shaving off the confusion as he repeated them. Maya stepped out of the car, now able to see through the dark that her grandmother waited for her. The glow of the moon, its dark spots on show, shined brightly upon her lustrous coat. Maya let out a jaguar cry, then ran in her grandmother's direction. The speed, the heat invigorating her muscles, the freedom of running, and knowing there was nothing in her way. All the disorientation of the car ride vanished, the harder her blood pumped through her transformed body. There was no pain, only power. She panted as she felt her muscles propelling her deeper into the open grounds of Espada Park. Maya and Amparo frolicked through the stone buildings, jumped over exposed roots of 100-year-old trees, and explored the physical limits of her new self until just before dawn. Hairspray and Switchblades by Castro, and this is Fright Girl Summer. My name's Celine. Come check us out at frightgirlsummer.com. Thank you.